I needed to think like a CEO, move in the way a CEO of this company would move, think, and make decisions in that way. So
I love that you mentioned that because I think so many people get into business and because we're passionate about what we do, right? There's something that inspires us to do it. And very few people get into that CEO mindset. They just start doing and not really thinking about, well, what decision do I really need to make in order to get there? Who do I get to become in order to create this? And I think that once you start getting into that CEO space, that's when things really begin to change. So that's really cool that you did that like naturally.
Well, yeah, like I said, like I feel like now I say it as CEO. At that time, I remember feeling like it was a little more. I would still think that way, but maybe not in that CEO, say CEO, but the owner of Maiden's Metal.
Yeah.
Now I'm CEO of Maiden's Metal, right? That's
Totally.
That's what I am. But it's interesting, the journey of I own a business and then sharing that business and what are people going to think, and then like saying it out loud, and oh, you work from home, oh, and so it's like it's just sharing that, bringing it to life.
Welcome to In the Spotlight. I'm your host, Meagan. And before we jump in with our incredible guest today, I want to do a shout out to Main Street Market. They're our sponsor for this show. And as you can be seeing through all of the podcasts that we've done, there is incredible businesses. There are some of the best products I think I've ever found in doing these interviews. And these are businesses that are actually in all of the Main Street Market locations. So there's one in Okotoks, Strathmore, and Mahogany. Definitely make sure that you check them out, shop local, and support really great businesses. So today we have Kara Underwood with Maiden's Metal. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm really excited to have you here.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
And we're going to get into your story and stuff because it's been like gnawing at my brain since we've met, because I want to know what got you into everything and whatnot. But before we do that, we're going to start doing some really quick answer questions. Get to know you a little bit. So what's something that people would be surprised to learn about you?
Oh, surprised? Let's see. I have 6 animals.
What kind of animals?
I have 2 dogs, 2 border collies, and 4 cats. And at one point we actually had 6 cats. So we live on an acreage, and so yeah, that's how I justify it.
I feel you. I have 5 cats.
You do?
I do. And we also live on an acreage, so I justify it that way. But no dogs.
No dogs yet.
No, yet. And border collies are amazing.
Yeah, lots of energy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, which works because we don't have any kids. So, for us, those are our babies.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
And they're so smart.
Yeah.
We had one when I was growing up, and her name was Emma. And I remember my parents wouldn't let her on the carpet. And so she would literally walk and find like every little bit of not carpet material that she could walk on in order to get to where she wanted to go and still find that loophole.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we wanted them. Just they're very smart and loyal, and we got brother and sister. So yeah, they take up a lot of our time, but in a great way.
Oh,
lots of walks, lots of fetching, and yeah, perfect for the acreage.
Amazing.
So you should get one.
Yes. My kids have been bugging me about getting a dog, and honestly, the only reason we don't is we have a lake spot, and weirdly enough, this lake spot doesn't allow us to have dogs. So it's been the lake or a dog. I think we should just sneak one in.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. They're a little big.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're on the boat most of the day. Nobody would know.
Sounds great.
I think, yeah. We'll see. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
What does Maiden's Metal stand for in one sentence?
Imagination into reality.
I dig that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And I'm guessing that you're a very creative person naturally.
Yes. Yeah. More than so. And I guess I dug into that a little bit later in life and really had to allow myself to have fun with it later as well, because I'm a welder by trade, and then became more of a artist later with metal art. So, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yes, I'm creative. Yes, I've been creative. I knew I was creative in like how I could draw and sing and things like that. But this, this is something that I had to really learn that it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be work. It could be fun, and I can make a living from it.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes like going through that like mindset, right? Like we're taught, and how we're taught growing up, right? Is like, oh, well, it's work.
Yeah.
Like you just go and you do, and so what? But I remember when I was a kid, I would ask my parents this all the time. I'm like, man, if you're working the majority of your life, don't you want to be doing something you love?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think a lot of people feel like they have that choice. And so it's really cool that you like found that and like work to like allow yourself that permission.
Yes. And, I do have to give a shout out to Ashley, my wife, because, without that support, I couldn't, I wouldn't maybe have had that, the support that I needed to really lean into that,
Yeah.
and to really grow the business. Without that support, I might not have felt as confident to really dig in. And obviously financially too, it helped.
Well,
So,
totally.
yeah.
And it's amazing what a very supportive partner does,
Yeah.
right? Like we don't give it enough credit
Yeah.
in being able to like pursue and do the things that are calling at us.
Right.
So that's amazing.
Yeah. So I was able to lean into that more and continue, that support continues to this day. So, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm like so excited to get into your whole story. Okay. What do people feel when they see your work?
They feel the quality and uniqueness of it. And that's what I feel like we really want to give people, is more unique pieces that are custom, that are things that are, topics or things that we would have in our own home. So that's the direction we really go in, is just what would we love in our home? What do we love? We love nature, animals, Canada, like we love the features of Canada, the nice evergreens. So there you'll see lots of, our signage has evergreens, mountains, bears, eagles, wolves, like things that we appreciate. And so I think people can really feel that we're putting a unique touch into our art. And that's what we love. So, yeah.
And I love that. And, we do live in one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so why not, right? Why not have those features? Why not celebrate it? And to me, it is really the best art that you can have.
Yeah. Recently, we've been asked to also create a whale, so more of like a sea creature vibe.
Oh, neat.
And so that's just it's going out of our realm of what we normally do, but it's still BC. She's from BC. So I think that is, providing, it's just opening our imaginations up to like, oh, right, we could do a whole line of sea creatures, and, whether it's turtles or this is a blue whale. So that'll be the next piece that we do this week. I'm cutting it this week. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
You could have a whole diversification of like all of the different elements that Canada brings, right?
Exactly.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So we're excited too.
Yeah.
And, we get just as excited as people, when they put their order in. We're excited too, because it's one of a kind. Yeah.
That's neat.
Yes.
Oh, I know. We're gonna get into like that customization, because you were kind of telling me a little bit more about it before the show, because I think that's such a really beautiful gift that you create for people.
Yeah.
Having that one of a kind, or bringing that imagination into reality from their own brains, right? And you get to help bring that into that space.
Exactly. Yeah, it
That's
makes it
cool.
so much more special when it's like something that they've thought of and that means something to them. And
Oh, amazing.
yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm like getting so excited. Okay. Couple more questions and then we're going to get into a speed round.
Okay, let's
Because
go.
my brain, like I say, I'm like so excited to dive in more. What's the one thing you're saying no to lately?
People who bring my vibe down.
Ooh, yes. I like that one. It's important.
It is.
So, how have you been doing that? Have you been setting like really good boundaries for yourself?
I have not necessarily boundaries, but just understanding what I love more and focusing more on those people and those ideas and digging into and being content within myself and knowing that, my inner peace is what matters and that's more important than even allowing that thought or whatever that situation into my life. So not giving it any real weight, just letting it be, letting it pass, and just continuing to focus on what brings me peace and happiness. So,
Yeah.
it sounds cliche, but surrounding myself with more people who do raise my vibe and bring out or help me see the best in myself and help me just express myself fully and unapologetically,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Well, I don't think it is cliche because I think personally, I believe that's our mission here on this planet is to rediscover ourselves and reconnect to the power within ourselves. Um, and I really do believe that the hardest work or the hardest place that we're meant to work is on ourselves.
I agree.
The outer world always figures itself out. It's our self.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So protecting my peace more.
Yeah. Well, I love that. It's synergistic. I feel like things are shifting. I don't know if you relate to this, but I feel like things are shifting where now it's really about like, is this really worth my energy? Is this worth my time? My grandma used to have a book. She was like my spiritual guru. And she used to have a book on her counter that was Don't Sweat the Small Things. And it's all small things.
Yeah.
And so every time that something comes up, I think about that myself. Because really and truly, at the end of the day, most of it we can't control.
Yeah.
The only thing we can control is here. And so what does that look like?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah. Recently, it was brought to my attention, like, as long as you're not being chased by a bear, right? It's not going to kill me. I'm not getting chased by a bear. So just calm down. It's all good.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. And I always lean into like, everything is a lesson. And so everything that's happening on that external is usually an opportunity for us to look in and be like, okay, what is it that I'm holding on to? Is it a fear? Is it a belief that this isn't possible? Is it I don't know, sometimes we complain, right? I'm a big believer that how we speak creates our reality. And so it's that opportunity to see what am I doing that's contributing to this? And then all of a sudden it's a me problem, which is fixable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Taking that personal responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, we're going to have some fun. Okay. What's the biggest lesson that you've had to learn the hard way? Speaking of all this inner peace stuff.
Biggest lesson I've had to learn the hard way. Gosh, it's almost like I don't want to think about it.
Fair.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I've almost trained myself to try to not think about the negatives. So I'm trying to imagine and I'm trying to like also push it aside. So it's interesting. I'm like, okay, dig, Kara, what was a painful situation? Yeah, I think it kind of comes back to that, like learning who to trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know for yourself, like as a business owner, right? Like I think one of the things, especially a woman business owner, one of our superpowers is our intuition.
Yes.
And I know for myself in my business, there's been a few times where I haven't trusted it.
Yeah.
or I've just overlooked it and I've pushed it aside. And then we can't connect the dots looking forward, right? We can only connect them looking back, looking at it and being like, man, if only I trusted that inner nudge. But that lesson, trust the inner nudge.
Yeah.
So trusting is an interesting one. I don't know about you. I find myself to be a very trusting person. Like I lean more that way than not. Are you the same way?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Yeah. And I was thinking about this the other day, and even maybe just this morning, that I always do give people the benefit of the doubt, or even see the best in them first.
Yeah.
And then, and then they may show their true colors later. But at the same time, I always hold people pretty high right away, trying to see the best in them. Because there is the best in them. There is.
There is, absolutely.
Yeah. It's all relative.
It is.
So, but anyways, so yeah, that I think is something I do for sure. Yeah.
Which is a beautiful gift.
Yes.
Like, and I think that sometimes we need to acknowledge those things. Like, it's such a beautiful gift that you get to give people, seeing the best in them, and not a fault of yours that they can't see it themselves.
Right. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I relate to you because I'm the exact same way.
Yeah.
It's a hard lesson sometimes, but I think hold on to that gift because more and more people will awaken it to it the more you do it.
Right. Yeah. And I think that actually it feels like something that I'm really leaning into now is like, oh, this is like you were saying about your strengths. That it's something it's something I'm noticing that's me.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that. And I think that's a great thing that I do see the best in people. And I want to see the positive in the situations and things like that. Always looking for that, the best of, or the possibility, or the silver lining. You're right.
Yeah. And, and I think like as a business owner too, like I really kind of go back into like traits of what really cultivates success, right? And you talked about it, like you have a business that you've created that you love, that you're able to create in. And I think having that optimism and being able to see possibility is key to that as well. It's like, instead of things feeling hard, what's possible? And that constant creation space is so overlooked as one of the most key elements of creating success, because it's not about the pressure, it's not about the hustle, it's not about any of that. It's about what energy are you bringing into it that allows you to actually move it forward.
Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah. And that's where it begins, is like within me.
Yeah.
And the belief and the being open to the possibilities. And I think as a business owner, that is really important to always be trying to think of possibilities. And, there's so much that there's so many more ideas I could probably do to, grow my business. And, where I'm at right now is, this level, but I know there are other opportunities, and there's more growth that I haven't given myself possibly the opportunity to even, think about yet. So I know there's more growth and more opportunity coming, and I just need to be open to it. And like you said, like raise my vibe now, and just, be in that identity now, and then attract more of that through more of that ease and flow.
Yeah. I was listening to a training the other day, and the person was talking about, like, sometimes when we're pushing up against a brick wall, it's not because we're not working hard or we're not doing all of the right things. It sometimes is that we are not identifying ourselves with the person who is meant to hold that. And so we don't yet have the ability to hold that next blessing.
Yeah, we're not a vibrational match quite yet, identity wise.
Yeah.
So, and that's where it begins. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. One more question like this, and then we're going to get into speed round.
Sounds
and then
good.
We'll do that really quick. And then we're getting into story and all of the other things, because I feel like there's so much that you bring into your business that people don't even know about. I'm gonna assume just in talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to share.
Yeah, me too. So what part of your business do you enjoy the least but has to get done?
Well, the grind. So, because it's metal art, so there is, part of the job obviously is prepping the metal to paint it. And some of that can just be, labor intensive. So that's
Fair.
so it although I know it's part of the job. It's part of welding, to be honest.
It
That's
is.
the bed I have to lie in. Right? I chose this life. No. No, but that is part of welding, is a lot of prep and things like that. And that's just part of metal work, is grinding off and making things look pretty and sand it properly, and that can be sometimes labor intensive. And so
Yeah.
although I like it the least, it's still not. It's just the least, but
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
Well, like you say,
There's my
it's part of
silver
the
lining.
process. Yes, it's not that bad. And it's funny. I used to weld myself, and
No.
it's funny how there's certain smells. Like I love the smell that, like, from grinding metal. It sounds really weird, but it's just like the smell of manure. I love the smell of manure because I grew up on a farm.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, but that grinding smell. I go into my husband's shop. He's a mechanic, and when he's grinding stuff, if he's had to weld something, I'm like, oh man, smells so good.
He probably loves that. Oh, he's like, wow. I love that. Yeah, no, that's part of it, is yeah, the smells and all of that. I wear respirators, so
Fair.
and I-
Probably a smarter choice than
no.
breathing it all in.
no, but I can understand that for sure.
Oh, I love it. This is so good. Okay, so now we're going to get into the speed round. And just
Oh gosh.
don't get too caught up in it having to be perfect.
Okay.
Right? First answer that comes to your mind. If it's goofy, great. If it's serious, great. And let's just have some fun with it.
Okay.
Okay, what's one word that your friends would use to describe you?
Creative.
Ooh. What's something people assume about you that's completely wrong?
Uh, I don't know. I can't think. It's a
That's
negative.
fair. I don't know is a great answer too.
That yeah, maybe that I don't have something intelligent to say, or something like that. Maybe I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Perfection or done?
Done.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Work-life balance or all in?
Work life.
Oh, yeah.
For
I could see that from you. Definitely. Hire help or stay solo?
Hired help.
Nice. What's something you pretend to enjoy, but don't really?
Designing.
Oh, all right. Are you the on-time friend or always running 5 minutes late friend?
I mean, I used to be the on time, and now I'm the 5 minutes late. So I'm a hybrid. Depends
Fair.
who I'm with, actually, too. So I'm generally the on time.
Nice.
So
I wish I could say
somewhere
the
in the middle.
same. I'm not.
Yeah.
I had a friend tell me once, just recently, that she always told me to show up 2 hours before anything actually started, because then I would show up on time.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then I surprise them sometimes, because then you got to throw the wrench in it, right?
Yeah, I have a friend like that, too. I tell her like 3 hours early.
Well, and us friends like that appreciate it, because we don't really know that we're doing it.
Yeah.
It's not out of ill intent. It's just we need people like you that are like, we got you. We're just going to tell you a lie. A white lie that's a nice lie.
Yeah, but you can't know the lie, or then then you're going to be late. You'll still be late. It's you can never know the lie. Now she's she's ruined the system by telling you.
Well, that's okay. Don't worry, all of your like Kara's friends, it's not you. So don't worry.
She knows who she is, actually.
Aw, darn it. Well, and it's like Santa Claus for your ADHD friends. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
You're just like giving them that, like,
White lie.
yeah, the creating the magic so that they actually can show up to the things that they want to show up for.
Exactly.
What's your go-to procrastination move?
Oh, it's laundry.
Oh, right?
I don't know why. Like, it could be something fun, but it's always laundry.
Well, fair. I mean, there's always laundry to do. So it's an easy one to lean into.
That's true. And no, that one makes sense. It makes sense to me that is the one.
And do you do like the whole process, like wash, dry, and fold and put away to avoid stuff?
Yeah, I guess it depends on what I'm trying to avoid. So if it's like an all-day affair, sure, yeah. I'll do that. Yeah, the folding can take long too.
Yes, I get that. I definitely get that. That's not my procrastination move personally. I procrastinate on laundry. More so the folding and putting away. But
Oh, yeah.
at least you're productive in your procrastination.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah.
Yeah. What keeps you going on hard days?
Knowing that it's, necessary also to be productive and to provide service or provide an exchange of service.
Oh.
Yeah. It's important.
Yeah.
Rather than just saying it, thinking it, actually, doing it, being in there, circulating the energy, circulating that, and providing that service in some, like the exchange in some way is important. Yeah.
I agree. And, it's interesting. One of the things that I really do believe is the power of community, right? Like we can't be self-motivated. There needs to be that like for something greater than ourselves, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That keeps us going.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's once I understood that the exchange is important, and you can really feel it when you are exchanging whatever the service is like this, or being out and actually filling the orders. It's important to have that energetically moving, I think. Yeah.
I love that. So I'm really curious, like you were a welder by trade.
Yes.
And just like listening to you speak, Kara, like I'm fascinated because you are such a spiritual individual by the sounds of it, very intentional. And so then what inspired you to move from that welding space into Maiden's Metal?
Yeah, well, actually, I guess it was kind of a spiritual. At that time, it didn't really feel like, and I say spiritual, it is in like a self, personal growth and development kind of journey for me.
Yeah.
At that time, I was welding at a shop, and they coincidentally went. Well, they did go bankrupt, so that was the nudge I needed. But before that, I was building my plasma art. So plasma art is what we do, metal art. And so the table that we purchased, we'd had that for maybe, a year or two while I was at that place. And I was chipping away at it, trying to, do a side business at that time, making metal art, for friends and family and stuff like that. But really not committing to it being like a full-time thing, or that it could be something that I do, without an employer. And so, but it wasn't until, I started leaning into personal growth and development in myself, that I started to see that, this could be something I would love to do 100% of the time from home. So, saying things out loud, as in that world, in manifestation and stuff like that, or in that personal growth space, it's so important to speak what you want out. And when you start speaking it, I work 100% of the time from home. What we create adds value to people's lives, like things like this. It's just I spoke it into my reality. So it didn't happen just like that, but then they went bankrupt. Then I could kind of start thinking, well, maybe I could dig into it. Then just started investing a little bit more into the shop, into, heat for the shop, because these are things that didn't seem important until okay, well, if I'm going to work 100% of the time from home or from my shop, it needs to be warm, and the
Yes.
lighting has to change, and I need a new welder. And so that was just some business moves and starting to think and move in a way that at that time I didn't think like but this is the mentality was like I needed to think like a CEO, move in the way a CEO of this company would move, think, and make decisions in that way. So
I love that you mentioned that because I think so many people get into business and because we're passionate about what we do, right? There's something that inspires us to do it. And very few people get into that CEO mindset. They just start doing and not really thinking about, well, what decision do I really need to make in order to get there? Who do I get to become in order to create this? And I think that once you start getting into that CEO space, that's when things really begin to change. So that's really cool that you did that like naturally.
well, yeah, like I said, I feel like now I say it as CEO. At that time, I remember feeling like it was a little more. I would still think that way, but maybe not in that CEO, say CEO, but the owner of Maiden's Metal.
Yeah,
Now I'm CEO of Maiden's Metal, right?
totally.
That's what I am. But it's interesting the journey of I own a business and then sharing that business and what are people going to think and then like saying it out loud and oh you work from home and so it's like it's just sharing that, bringing it to life, you know.
Yeah.
It was a process, probably now 4 years ago or so, because
Nice.
with the last business and then dipping my toes into it, yeah, probably around 4 years, um, that I really got like started there, and then two, I would say, to where I was like, I'm the CEO of my company, Maiden's Metal, and this is what I do. I work 100% of the time from home, and so yeah, it is interesting because I do a lot of um, I'm in manifestation in that. I'm also in that world, and it definitely has helped to build me into and continues to help me grow into the owner operator of my business, but in many other ways, obviously. But yeah, so I think it's been very beneficial. Just kind of a beautiful little side of it.
Well, and it's amazing. So one of the things, I'm a big pattern person. I just believe that everything in life moves through fractals. Once you find a pattern here, it's looking at how does that pattern relate here? Kind of like math. Like I used to love math when I was growing up. And one of the big things that I've really acknowledged and seen in terms of a pattern for successful businesses is that level of manifestation, of that gratitude, that being open, that being willing to speak possibility and breathe possibility into everything that they do. And so it's really neat that you're in both worlds and you're seeing how the one affects the other. And was that like, so how, like, was that something that you knew right away when you were getting into business, or is it something that you discovered as you were moving through building your business?
Yeah, something more that I discovered I knew about, but once I was in and getting my business going, it really was what helped me to step into and challenge myself more, because of some of the accountability I was getting for one, but also, yeah, obviously some of the challenges like get my website done. That was a there did various challenges that I was presented with or that I would come up with and then okay, well, present it next week then, right? And so it's like for me that coaching and mentorship, um, yes, it came after, but it was what helped my business and my identity grow as a business owner more, for sure.
Nice. Do you
Yeah.
have a coach and mentor that you use?
Well, I was coaching with the Diamond Academy. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's actually I also work with the Diamond Academy, but It's a coaching academy, obviously, but
Cool.
they have a program called the Millionaire Program, and that's the one I took that I feel was the accountability, the community that I was looking for. But yeah, it's all about personal growth and development meets spirituality. So it was really like important for me, identity wise, but I didn't really take it for that specifically for my business, but I did take it um, with just a general general uh, desire for more in my life,
Mm.
more happiness, more abundance, more prosperity, um, more love, all of it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I mean, it really is what we were designed for, right? Like the idea of settling for less is not our truth, right? Like our truth really is that we are abundance. We are everything and everything is us, right? Like there's no line or boundary that separates us. But yet we've gotten into that space of separation. We've got into that space of isolation. And so I love that you did those kinds of things because community and mentorship and all of those things are so vital, right? Like there's a saying, you can't read your own label when you're standing in your own jar. Same kind of idea, right?
Right.
So that's very cool. And now I'm curious, like as you like developed and grew and became who you are now, did you notice your art change as well?
Yeah. So interesting is because it's interesting now. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, because my art is Ashley's art. So Ashley and I are the Maiden's medal. Obviously, there's two of us. So Ash is my partner, but also we call her the chief creative officer of Maiden's medal. So she's our CCO, and she's the creative behind it. So even though I am creative in my own way, she's the behind the scenes. So so just to answer your question and to kind of come back to it, you were asking about the creativity shifting. So alongside me, obviously through the Millionaire Program, Ashley was shifting as well. And in the past couple years, I've seen shifts in her art as a result, just because she's tapping into just allowing herself to be more creative and to expand into the more individual Maiden's metal specific pieces. Like those are her pieces that she's created. So it's really like um, creating that CCO title. That was obviously through Million. That
Nice.
was a mentality thing. Just different ways of stepping into that identity as a designer. So for her, yes. So that, yeah, I would say it definitely helped shift it. And as a result, now I think there's more. We were talking about it this morning. There's more, maybe 80 to 90% of our art is our Maiden's metal art specifically. It's not. So there are various designs you can purchase, which is fine, and lots of artists do it, and that's great because that is sometimes the like bread and butter of a lot of companies, right? It's
Fair.
things people love. So we have always prided ourselves, maybe it's to our own detriment, I'm not sure, but we love customizing. We love one of a kinds and things like that. So I think having those like that more custom or individual pieces, or like one of a kinds, maybe not one of a kinds, but more unique pieces, that's important to us. And I think that's where we've really been like, that's what we do. Help identify that's who we are.
And I like that because again, there's a different energy behind that, right? It's not like this piece is going to be in everybody's homes. This is a piece that is unique, right? And this is what I believe in, like artistry and creation, is now that person gets to not only have this beautiful piece, but they also get the energy of which like you both put into it. The design, the building, the creation, everything. And what a great gift And what a great piece to have because, again, I'm a big energy person. So what we put in terms of energy is what that space holds, right? Like the material. And now you're infusing all of that with like the love and the care and the design that you both put into it. It's unique. And somebody gets to have that in their house. That's incredible.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you said it perfectly. Like, that's exactly what we love. And we've had people buy multiple pieces from us that speak to them, for their cottages. Seems to be popular. Like, because our
Yeah.
art is very, like, outdoorsy and the bear, the wolf, and the fish. I think that one person has, oh no, big bear, walking bear, whichever, it doesn't matter. But they specifically really love that art. And so I really love that they're feeling it, like you said, that energy.
Yeah.
So they're enjoying our art, they're enjoying our who we are, but I think they like that they're unique pieces.
Well,
Speak to them.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that uniqueness is important, right? Like we're all unique. And so being able to have art that's also unique, what a great gift. That's really cool.
Yeah.
You brought a couple pieces. Now I want to do you mind sharing some of them? Because the horse, is really cool. So
Yeah. So
I want to see this one. And I want to talk a little bit about your process and stuff because it's fantastic.
okay, so yeah, this is the war horse. So this is one, and now this is showing it's raw. It's just been cut, so still needs to be cleaned up. And then, so that is the war horse. And then after that process, like if I were to clean that up,
Yeah.
then this is one of our pieces here at the Main Street Market. So this is the standing bear.
Oh, wow.
And so what Ashley has done is put a scene within. So there are baby bears, like
I
cubs.
never would have noticed that until you pointed it out. That is so cool.
Yeah. So a lot of what Ash loves to do is incorporate art within the piece, and just create some emotion and some feeling around that piece, so that it tells more of a story than just a bear or just an eagle. So
Yeah. Well, and you can feel that with the war horse, there is that that raw power energy behind it. And it's fascinating to me. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then I love the scene inside of the standing bear with the cubs climbing up the tree. That's cool.
yeah,
I've never seen anything like that.
thank you. Yeah, there are a couple more pieces here at the Main Street Market. The more recent one is the eagle catching a fish within the eagle.
Oh, cool.
So that's pretty cool. And then but lots of different ideas. And what we love to say is if you don't see something you like or that speaks to you, let us know, and we can. Ashley's great at taking your idea and coming up with something that maybe speaks more to you. And it could be something personal. We've had people have past animals that they wanted to, honor. So it's actually providing a piece of their, like an actual picture, and we can create the art from a picture.
Cool.
Yeah. So not just generic, but really custom art in that way, more personalized. So
it's neat. You were telling me a little bit about the process beforehand, how you guys design, and then it goes into I'll let you explain it, but there's quite a process behind it.
yes. Yeah, basically you come up with an idea. Hey, Kara, I'd love to, create this beautiful piece for my 5 cats.
My 5. Oh my God. Yes.
And,
there's many.
Okay, we'd honor those cats. And then so basically we would put it into our design, computer design. We send it off to you. If you're happy, we cut it just like the war horse. I clean it up, sand it, and then paint it. And yeah, within maybe a week or 2, you could have your piece of art up on your wall.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so it's a pretty cool process for that reason. Imagination into reality.
It is.
Right?
You got to use that as your tagline.
It kind of is.
Nice. Because I love that. Now I'm going to be thinking about that all day long. And I'm going to be thinking about Maiden's metal. because of that.
I love that.
This has been amazing, Kara. Like, I really dig who you are. I love the energy that you bring forward. And I just love what you and Ashley are bringing through your art and what you're contributing to in people's lives. Because it's huge.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it.
Well, you can tell that, like, you can feel it, which is such a gift, because I really do believe like what we do and how we do it really is what infuses the energy into everything.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
So I'm really excited about this. You guys, if you haven't come and checked out their stuff here at Main Street Market, you absolutely need to. Now, you guys are here in Main Street Market. Where else can people find you or get in touch with you?
We're on Instagram, just Maiden's Metal, Maidens Metal, Metal. And that's it. Instagram. We have a website. But yeah, you can also phone or email maidensmetalart@gmail.com or phone 403-404-2327.
Nice. Amazing. Well, and I highly recommend like getting in touch with these ladies because it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful art. And I love metal art. Like, there's just something really cool and special about metal art. So
yeah, I think we need to have this horse on your.
I know. Wall. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like just feeling it. Yeah. The energy and the vibes. We got to chat because I'm like, that is beautiful. Well, I really enjoyed this, Kara. Thank you so much for coming on to the show today.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah. And before we end, I want to do another shout out to Main Street Market. As you guys can see, the business owners, the products are incredible. You will not be disappointed. I can guarantee you. You'll probably actually break your bank account because there are so many great businesses and great products in every single one of their locations. So come check them out. 3 different locations, Okotoks, Mahogany, and Strathmore. Support local. These are incredible businesses. You will not be disappointed.